How did life evolve on Earth? This is a common question stirring human mind all through the ages. Sankhya theory, founded by Acharya Kapila Mahamuni, gives an explanation to the evolution of universe and life. Philosophically, Ayurveda and Yoga springs from the common ground of Sankhya philosophy. According to Sankhya philosophy, the entire universe was once upon a time in the Avyakta state. Avyakta means unmanifested. The Avyakta principle is the unmanifested form of pure existence. Purusha and Prakriti are the two main components of Avyakta. Both Purusha and Prakriti are the eternal, timeless, divine entities. Purusha represents the masculine force and Prakriti the feminine force. Purusha is a supreme cosmic being. He is an absolute pure consciousness. He is a choiceless, passive, formless, timeless, indivisible, infinite, independent cosmic reality. As we dig deeper into the Vedic philosophy, we realize that Purusha is just the crowning glory. The real power behind the Purusha is Prakriti, the universal mother. Prakriti is the primordial matter. She, in her subtle aspect, is pure energy, and in gross aspect is the matter. Hence, Prakriti represents the materiality and the dynamism of the whole universe. The evolution of heterogeneous universe occurs with the samyoga or the effective contact of Purusha and Prakriti. Purusha, however, play a passive role while Prakriti takes an active creative role in the formation of universe. The entire creation of universe occurs within the womb of the cosmic mother Prakriti. Purusha is just witnessing the divine dance of creation performed by his wife Prakriti. The first expression of Prakriti is Mahat. Mahat is the all-pervading cosmic or universal intelligence. Mahat is the organizing principle of the universe. Every bit of universe has cosmic intelligence. The innate intelligence in the plant cells know how to perform photosynthesis. The innate intelligence in the liver cell know how to produce liver enzymes. The river that takes its origin in the mountain finds its path through different valleys and forests to finally meet ocean. The river is not using Google Map here. This is cosmic intelligence. From Mahat, Ahankar is created. Ahankar literally means I maker or ego. Ego is identity. Ego is self-esteem. Every animal, every bird, every tree, every creature has this innermost feeling of I am, I exist, which is Ahankar. So Ahankar is the basic biological need of existence. Ahankar further splits into three different qualities: Sattva, Rajas and Tamas. Sattva is pure intelligence. Rajas is velocity, acceleration and action. Tamas is rest, inertia and darkness. Sattva, Rajas and Tamas, also known as Mahagunas or Trigunas, are the actual substance and ingredients that run through the fabric of the entire universe. If we observe universe keenly, we see the dynamic interaction and interference of the Trigunas all around us. The creation, sustenance and dissolution of the organic and inorganic world, the relationships, the dreams, activities, everything raises, plays its part and then dissolves. Sattva and Rajas combine to create Manas, the central organ, Panchagnanendriyas, 5 organs of perception, and Panchakarmendriyas, 5 organs of action. Rajas and Tamas collapse together to create Panchatanmatras, the five primordial subtle essence corresponding to the five sense perceptions. From the Panchatanmatras, the five great gross elements known as Panchamahabhutas, which includes ether, air, fire, water, and earth, came into existence. From the interplay of these five gross great elements, the organic and inorganic world came into existence. This is the whole journey of consciousness into matter, or the evolution of universe and life as viewed by Sankhya. Sankhya theory further describes man as microcosm of universe. Man is the conglomeration of all the 25 tattvas: Purusha, Prakriti, Mahat, Ahankar, Manas, Panchajnanendriya, Panchakarmendriya, Panchatanmatra, and Panchamahabhuta. Purusha in cosmos is the supreme choiceless passive awareness. In the living body, soul is Purusha. Prakriti in cosmos is universal constitution. In the living body, Prakriti is the individual constitution, both physical and mental. Mahat in cosmos is expressed as cosmic intelligence. In ours, Mahat is expressed as Buddhi or intellect in the physical body and mind. Ahankar in cosmos is universal identity. In us, Ahankar is self-identity or self-esteem or ego. How does ego work in spirituality? You see, good ego is not bad for enlightenment. So then what is good and bad ego? Identifying the self with cosmos is good ego. Identifying the self with just this body is bad ego, which can interfere with the spiritual growth in man. Sattva, Rajas and Tamas contributes to the mental personality in human beings, and Panch Mahabhutas contributes to the physical personality in human beings. So, no doubt, this body is a mini universe. Thank you all for watching this video. See you all again in my next video with another interesting topic. Until then, take care, stay positive. Namaste.